Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Art Regner's video blog. Welcome to the Sports Corner, and hopefully the pennants will stay up and not fall down today. Hey, you know, we're on a limited budget today. I'm using Scotch tape on those things. Maybe I should use that two-sided tape or whatever. But we are going to be talking about the Detroit Tigers and specifically their series against the Chicago White Sox. Game 4 of the 4-game set wraps up tonight in Chicago. Tigers have taken the last 2 games. They dropped the first one, so if they do win tonight, they will be tied for first in the American League Central with the White Sox. If they lose, then they'll fall 2 games behind. And I was wondering if I'll be honest with you, I was going to wait until after the game to talk about this, and then I figured, what the heck? I'll talk about it now, I'll talk about it after the game, and don't forget tomorrow on Friday we'll have our football picks too, which seem to be a really, really popular segment here on Art Regner's video blog for FoxSportsDetroit.com. Anyway, I want to talk about Justin Verlander. One of the things that people have been bandying about, has Justin Verlander thrown too many innings? Is that why he's been lit up 2 or 3 of his last starts? He just doesn't seem to be the same pitcher. And what we've learned is, and what Jim Leyland has talked about, and what Justin Verlander's talked about, and virtually everybody has talked about, is they're getting to Justin early. They're waiting for that fastball, and they're drilling it. The hitters are all drilling it. Well, Justin Verlander has said repeatedly over the last few seasons that even if the hitter knows where the pitch is going or what the pitch will be, if he makes his pitch, it's an out. He truly believes that. And, you know, you can't really argue because he's been very, very successful. However, I'm kind of curious to see how he approaches tonight's game. Will he throw the heater that they've all been waiting for, all the hitters, and that they've been really, you know, tagging lately? Or will he try to modify his pitch and maybe go with some off-speed stuff, throw a curve, a slider, a changeup, because he has command of all 4 of those pitches, as we know? Or will he try to blow the ball by everybody, which is, I think, cost him in games? I don't think it has anything to do with his arm. I really don't. Now, I'm not a big pitching aficionado. You know, you're never going to mistake me going out to the mound and being a pitching coach or something and trying to pump the guy up or trying to tell him, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. But I really think that the key to tonight's game is how Verlander decides that he's going to pitch. Will he continue to challenge them and have the confidence, and he's supremely confident, or will he modify it and maybe not throw the fast stuff, you know, the fastballs right away? Maybe try to throw these guys off guard and get into the hitters' heads, because right now it seems everybody is going up, and regardless if it's the Kansas City Royals, the Chicago White Sox, or the California Angels, or whomever, or the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, they're all tagging him. They're all tagging him. They're all waiting on that pitch. So I think that we might see Verlander cross them up a little bit right now. And, you know, this would not be the first time. Remember, Justin Verlander has gone through kind of a bit of a metamorphosis anyway with pitching. Remember when he first started, Jim Leyland used to say, well, you know, he's just a thrower. I wish that he would learn how to pitch. But now he's just throwing it. So he always just tried to throw 100 miles an hour from the first inning on and just blow by people. And then, you know, he started to learn how to pitch. He started to modify that. You know, he lost, what, 17 games? Was it his second year here in Detroit? And since that time, he's actually learned how to pitch, mixes his pitches up real, real well. Well, right now, I think he's going to have to mix it up again. I think the key tonight for Justin Verlander is to approach it a little bit differently. Even though he's supremely confident in his own ability, if he is able to get the hitters off guard, because they don't look off guard right now. They look supremely confident against him, and I think they know you've got to get to him early. He's going to throw the hard stuff at you right away. If you're waiting for it and you're able to make contact and hit it, chances are you can get a base hit. You know, you can actually get to him and score some runs, because as the game goes on, and I really like what Terry Francona, I believe it was Terry Francona, had to say about Justin Verlander. Not only is he the best starter in baseball, he's the best closer in baseball, because he gets stronger as the game goes down, and it's almost unheard of, or as the game goes on, pardon me, it's almost unheard of that a guy who is throwing, in the mid-90s at the start of the game, is actually hitting 100 and above in the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings when, because he just has a bionic arm. I don't think he's pitched too many innings. I don't think it's that's why they're hitting him. I think it's Justin Verlander's approach right now. He's challenging the hitter. He's confident in his ability. If he makes his pitch, it's an out. Unfortunately, they're waiting for that pitch, and they're tagging him. So let's see what Justin Verlander does tonight. I think the Tigers, as I've been saying over and over, I think teams like Chicago, Oakland next week, and then everybody else they face, which is Minnesota, Kansas City, and the Kansas City and the Cleveland Indians. Pardon me, I had a little bit of a lapse of memory there. Are all under 500. So they have 4 more games the remaining of the season of team against 500. I think they're going to do well. I still think it comes down to the fact is they're 7, 8, and 9 hitters. If their supporting cast can get the job done and start hitting a little more consistently. I think Austin Jackson has just been absolutely tremendous. Cabrera. Fielder got a big dinger last night. I think those guys are fine. It's the supporting cast that they really need, and I think Justin Verlander needs to change his approach. If he changes his approach tonight against the Chicago White Sox, I think the Tigers will do fine, and they will be tied for first place after tonight's game, and then we'll see how they do against the also Rams of their division, because that is where the division will be won or lost. Until we meet again, which will probably be later after this game, and don't forget football picks tomorrow. I'm Art Regner. See ya. Bye-bye.